Good morning. Today is April 16th, 2016, and we are at Enlightened Psychotherapy, where I am Cheryl Ivory, the therapist, supervisor, and mentee to some. We will be starting our group today discussing stress because, as we know, in this community, stress is very, very, very prominent. But we as African Americans don't always feel like we should go and get therapy. So I'm going to allow the young ladies to introduce themselves and then we will begin discussing stress.
Okay, hi, I'm Siobhan. I am a grad student in my final semester and I graduate in May.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Michelle and I'm an LPC intern and I graduated last May.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Ijoma. In my last semester in school, and I graduated in May as well.
Fantastic. Have any of you ladies ever experienced any stress since you've been in college? Any before college?
Yes.
Any after college?
Yes.
So it looked like we've all experienced some sort of stress. Let's talk about it.
Okay. Well, I guess my own stress is, I'm not gonna say more, but I guess it comes from a different angle because I'm an international student,
Mm.
and so moving to a new country, just leaving my family behind, getting back into school after some years of not being in school. And so it was a lot of adjustment. So it was a whole lot of stress, just trying to keep up with classes because, in as much as it's education, the educational system is still different. So just getting to a whole new environment, new friends, um, just everything was new. So it was just too much stress. But
You're making
yeah,
it.
I'm in my final semester in
Yeah.
school as a grad student, and there's still a whole lot of stress, but
You do?
yeah,
Yeah.
sometimes I don't know if I'm dealing with it. Sometimes I think I'm just going through the motion. Sometimes I feel like, there are certain things that help me cope. And other times I just have to call family and, like long distance calls and just try to be like, hey, how y'all doing? Just know how everybody's doing. Yeah, it makes me feel homesick, but I guess I'm doing it
Mm.
because I'm almost done.
Yeah, you are.
Mhm.
It's excellent.
Yeah, I was counting the weeks in like 2 weeks,
Right,
3 weeks. Oh, God, I can't wait.
right. I guess my stress is different. I guess everybody's stress is different, but my stress is different in the way that ever since we graduate high school, I've been going undergrad to grad without stopping. And I go semester, fall, spring, summer, like back to back. So I haven't stopped. And it's just piling on. And I don't really cope with stress well. So I just put it in the back of my mind. And then it's like, it'll catch up to me physically to where it's like my body just shuts down. And then I'm sick or like just can't move, or whatever. So, yeah, it's really stressful on top of family issues with death in the family and just like financial stuff. It all compiles, and like you said, I don't know if I'm dealing with it or if I'm just pushing it in the back of my mind.
Mhm.
But recently, it's just like I'm just ready for school to end so that part of my stress can be gone.
Yeah, I know
But
that
then
feeling.
you're an intern, and so after graduating, it's like now you have to
Wow.
do the intern. So
It's like it's a whole new world. I
right.
don't
It
know.
really is because even just going through the grad school process, that was just stressful in itself. And then once I finally reached the milestone, like walking across the stage and I'm done, then it's the stress of submitting the paperwork to the state and just waiting. The waiting process is what was just like tearing me up. I'm like, oh my gosh, hurry up, this is taking forever. And so, and also because of the job that I was in, I wanted a promotion like right then and there,
Mm-hmm.
but I couldn't get that promotion not having my license and everything approved. I even have taken the test. So once I got the approval to take it, I was stressed about, okay, am I going to pass the test the first time? Because I don't want to spend money and take it again. It was pretty expensive. So I just prayed about it, and I kept pushing my test back, and then I finally took it, and thank God I passed the first time. But then it was again, I had to wait almost from October to like the end, well, no, like the beginning of December,
Well,
just to get a response. So, and I was like emailing and calling like on a weekly basis. But I was just like, I really need to hear something. And so just getting, I guess that was like stress in itself, just stressful.
Right.
So once I finally got it, the approval and got the position, I mean, still with the new position, it's more, it's like more work.
It's like,
Yes.
so it's like every time with every new thing you do, the stress just, I don't know, it's increasing or
Yes.
decreasing or just a whole new world of stress. And you talked about family. Like I don't even think about it sometimes because I'm just trying to think about me because I feel like if I start taking on family, it's
it's
just
gonna
gonna
drive you crazy.
oh yeah.
It
Because
drives me crazy.
yeah, and especially when you're not even sure if you're dealing with it the proper way, or I don't know. So most times I just turn on the music real loud. I'm like, okay, that's good,
Mm-hmm.
but still, I don't know. Yeah.
So I hear a common thread going through the group. Anybody hear a common thread?
Just
Like you don't know what to do with your stress. So you don't know if you're actually managing your stress or if your stress is just managing you.
Mm-hmm.
And you're just going on and on and on. What happens if you get too much stress on you? What can begin to happen to you as therapist?
Burnout.
You break, burn out. So, how do we take what we know, what we've learned, what we've experienced? You've seen clients. How do you take that and apply it to your own life and say, this is what I'm going to do to take care of me?
So the number one thing for self care,
Get a therapist, right?
right? Get a therapist. So
Every good thing, right?
right.
They've heard that before.
Yes. So
Okay.
that's the only real answer though.
Yeah.
Like get
No,
a
it's not
therapist.
the only real
Well, that's
answer.
one aspect. But I've also found that outside of seeing a therapist, just identifying things that make me happy and actually doing them. So setting aside time to just do something that I actually want to do for myself outside of work or just anything, just something for Michelle.
Mm.
So.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Because I'm so used to like doing for others, doing, and it may make me happy, but it's like, am I really doing for myself? And in my mind, I'm like, yeah, this makes me happy. I'm gonna do it for them because that's gonna make me happy. But it's not, like you said, finding me time.
Well, I once had someone say that there is no selfless act because as long as you're doing it and it makes you happy, it's kind of selfish. So maybe I don't know, but maybe for you, it's just doing for other people.
Yeah, but it becomes draining.
Yeah, and I'm the kind of person also that's like always doing for other people, putting people ahead of myself. But then I realize, yes, it brings me some type of gratification or it's satisfying to a certain extent. But then I'm like, okay, well, what about me?
Yeah.
You know, what are people doing for me that's making me happy? Because I'm always giving myself to others, but so I had to.
So, are you saying the expectation is for someone else to make you happy?
No, but I realized that, I mean, I have to take care of me at the same time. I can't just give, and then not do anything for myself, just put Michelle on the back burner. No, because once I break or I burn out or, I've given my all, then,
What's left?
Yeah.
Funny enough, I decided to do something special for my graduation, just for me. And I was like, I don't care who comes, because this is something that I need. Like I don't splurge on myself, I don't pamper myself. And so for graduation, I was like, well, I'm gonna go someplace that I've never been before, and I was adding everyone into it, and then people started like dropping like flies, and I was like, you know what? I don't even care. I'm still gonna be there. If you show up, you show up. I don't care. I'm gonna do it. So I was like, pat my butt. You got this, girl. You can do this.
So, what are you doing?
For graduation, I'm going to Kima, and we're gonna eat at the aquarium. We're gonna do the whole rides. We're gonna do a dinner cruise. It's gonna be fun. I'm excited. Yes, if you wanna come,
Are you doing anything?
Well, not immediately after graduation, but I'm gonna take a trip in the summer. I've been meaning to do that. So now I'm like, okay, I'm ready. So I have my tickets ready, and I'm like,
Are you
okay.
going to take a trip home or?
No, not home, not yet. I'm
Yeah.
gonna do that, but I'm not ready to do that yet. So for now, I'm still gonna be in the country, but like there's certain things I've been meaning to do. So this summer, I'm gonna do it right before I write the LPC.
Exactly.
I'm gonna do it. Yeah, it's just for a few weeks, I think, but that's what I'm gonna do.
Take a staycation.
Yeah. So when I think about it, I'm like, hey, that's something to think about. Okay, I just get excited.
Mhm.
Okay, well, I'm gonna just keep pushing everything to that time. But right now, let's just finish with practical hours.
Turn in all the paperwork.
Yeah, all the paperwork, and just get that over with.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So, are there any ways that you can find that you can encourage your sisters um, out here in YouTube land to see the need or necessity for therapy? How is this group helping you even today?
It's for me. It's given me a different perspective on other ways to take care of myself. Like I said before, like I'm a giver, but Michelle brought up, take that personal time for yourself, even though that may be something that you think is benefiting you. I would say, if you feel like the stress is overwhelming and weighing you down, speak with someone outside of your family and friends, speak with a counselor, or just speak with, people that have a similar, what's the word? Um, I guess similar path, similar walk with you, so you can get a different perspective.
Okay.
And I agree. Just having just I guess like a sounding board, someone outside of just your mutual friends and family who already have a perception of you, just going to a complete stranger in therapy or counseling and getting that perspective, and even just in this little setting with the three of us now, just hearing someone else is also struggling with stress, and whether it's school or after school or whatever the case may be. I mean, other people are out there, they're experiencing the same thing that I'm going through. So just kind of taking some of what they say, well, this works for me, or this is what I do, and kind of see how, is that something that I'm doing, and if so, and it's not working, ideas for how to change it,
Mm-hmm.
pretty much.
Well, I do agree with you guys, but I'm also gonna say the things that are really important to you. Don't forget to make out time for that. If you're a family-oriented person, go ahead. If you're faith-based, don't ever forget that part of your life. In inclusion to